Hi, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time of coming by here, hello. And if you're my wonderful returning subscriber, hello. So the story where they ground today, it's not a funny story, it's not a good one, it's not something like it's absurd. That's the English for it. So the pre-wedding pictures you're seeing is a pre-wedding picture of a married man. Do you understand? The man in the picture, he's the supposed groom, I can't say happily, he's a man, he's a married man, married to a lady who has 2 kids. And this is the picture of the wife. Now, the story has it that this man and the wife are both lecturers. In fact, they are both veterinary medicine lecturers. They are vet doctors who are lecturing. The man is lecturing in a polytechnic while the wife is lecturing in a university. Now, to take the story a bit backward, initially when they got married, the wife said that she was not doing anything, like she was a housewife then, a graduate but a housewife, and the husband was the one working. As at that moment, that she gave birth through CS, she had to still back her baby, and she was selling kunu on the road, and that she'll be carrying her kunu on her head, and she's passing by, and guess who would drive by with a girlfriend in his car? This uncle will drive by with girls in his car while his wife is backing a child and carrying kunu on her head and going through the road and selling it. She said that's so she suffered, that it even got to a point that the man told her that if he wants to have sex with her, he has to use Viagra, that he no longer loves her, that the flame of love that bond, as on, when they say he say you make me born, or I born for you, he no longer born for her. So the lady was really heartbroken, already by then she had already given birth to 2 children, and she said okay that she still had to beg her husband, like if she was at fault or anything, as a good African woman that she is, you understand. So she begged this man, and she thought the man had already forgiven, you understand. And I just want to take a pause there. I don't know what she was begging for. Begging him for what? But let's continue the story. So after begging this man, she was not shocked, and the next thing she was saying is pre-wedding pictures. She's still married to this man. This man is still her husband, and the next thing she's saying is pre-wedding pictures, and that they are planning to go and marry or wed in a Catholic church. And she's like, what is happening? And the only thing the man could do was to send her an unsigned divorce paper. And she was like, she doesn't know what's to the man for him to treat her in that manner. That she has faced a lot in this marriage, from both loneliness, depression, anything you can think of, that she has gone through it, all in the name of that she's married to this man. And to add salt to injury, she said that she heard that the supposed girl that he's getting married to, like this lady, is 19 years old. She is 19 years old though. And she now said that this supposed lady has been in their marriage for the past 4 years, because initially when the husband started having conversation with the lady, like she kind of frowned up at it, but the husband came up with, I want to secure admission for her, this one, that one, and he did not know that when they were securing admission, they were securing their future too. So that it means that the girl, as at then, if she's 19 now, it means she was 15 as at the time the whole nonsense started with her husband. And she said that she is the mother of his 2 children, and even if he wants to leave her, he has to leave her with respect. You don't dishonor the woman who brought in 2 children for you in this world. No matter whatever you come up with the story of, maybe you don't love her, you don't bond for her or anything, it is absolute rubbish. I'm sorry, I might sound a bit off in this video, but I just have to say the truth. This story is just the worst of it. After I read the whole story, I was like, what the? Like, I don't know who trains this kind of people. As in, what do men, who the hell do African men think they are? Who the hell do they think they are? To me, I just want to put it out here, like, to the lady out there, for me, I don't say anything. You don't need to cry about some things. There are some things, if it happens, you know what, you don't cry about it, because in this world, even if you don't believe in God, there is something called karma. Karma will deal with them, It's not about, and the annoying part is the part of the lady, oh God, the so-called wife who they're about to marry. If you go to her social media, you will see her posting about, oh, how it's good to be in the presence of the Lord. In the presence of the Lord, and you're sleeping with a married man. Oh, you see this God that we are serving. A lot of people who walk into the altar or who come into the house of the Lord claiming to be anything. A lot of us, if God begins to be judge us, I don't know where we go, Desha. I just don't know where we will be. Because this is so, it's I don't know. It's rubbish. I'm sorry, but it's rubbish. Like, the whole case scenario, like, even to the parents, to the family. I don't know how the Northerners do it, but how can someone want to come and marry your child, and you have already processed everything to the point of even releasing white wedding card? Like, you want to tell me there was no background check? You people never knew this man was married, and you people were allowed. Oh, this is the height of it. And some of you are going to come here and tell me, oh, maybe she came from a poor background, the guy manipulated her. This girl, this is their, you saw their living room. There is no poorness in anything. And even if it is a man that refurbished the sitting room for them, I don't care. And some people will come, oh, she was a minor, the man must have deceived her, she was 15 years when they met. Like, I beg, 15 years, as in, common sense no day. Common sense no day. You want to tell me a girl of 15 years does not know her left and her right? That you will come into a home, not. Hey God, I don't want to say anything, but I think this case is best to leave it for God to judge some people, because it's such a disgrace. Like, I don't know where to start the whole judging from. A lot of people will be that, oh, that is the man that deceived the lady, the young lad. Like, excuse me. Sometimes let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't know if she knew the moment she, Nigerian men are liars though. Maybe I'm going to give her a benefit of doubt that as at the time she met this man, she didn't know he was married, But 4 years into the relationship, there is no way, because definitely people must be living in the same vicinity or something that will make, like, there is no way you won't hear. Or there will be definitely something about this man that you definitely found out one or two things about him, I mean, like, for the whole thing to lead to you people printing wedding card and everything, definitely you must have met some part of the family members, Like, I don't know, this case, it tired me. And some people will come with the excuse of, do you know how the man was feeling in the marriage? Some people will come out and they will be crying at last, but do you know whether the woman was not really treating the man well? Whether she was treating him well or she wasn't treating him well, the fact remains, do things normal. You don't treat someone like they are rubbish. Even if they are the worst people, you don't treat them like they are rubbish. For God's sake, as far as that woman went into labor room for you 2 times, how can you treat her? She's nothing. And if you check the woman's story, she said she has been depressed. A lot of times she has been depressed. A lot of times Nigerian people will take depression as nothing. If you know what most married women go through all in the name of marriage, you will pity some of them. Maybe out of depression, she must have done a lot of things. Maybe, trying to save her home. She must have done the good, and she must have done the bad. And the story has it that the man came up with a lot of nonsense story, when he went to go and start the whole marriage thing, claiming how the wife had been sleeping around. Men, they can create and form any nonsense just to make sure they come out right before people so that they won't judge him. But it's really funny that this kind of a thing is happening in this kind of era where there is social media, where the information is almost at the tip of everybody's hand, and a young girl of 19 years is walking into a home. 11 years of marriage, please, I forgot to mention it. They have been married for 11 years, 11 good years, and you walk into an 11 years old marriage and you break it. And I thank God for the word of God that says what God has joined together, let no one put asunder. You see that word, a lot of people used to overlook it. A lot of people used to overlook it. She should better go and ask the people like her that went and put asunder how the whole thing turned out for them. You might enter at the initial stage, is sweet seeing you. But I said, even if you don't believe in God, karma is a bitch. Karma will remember you someday. You don't make a woman cry because of you and you think you enter there to enjoy happiness. You will not enjoy any happiness. I don't care what the story is, but the fact is that there is a wife there. Is it because she's big? Some people, I don't even want to talk about it, because this man, if there is anything called annoyance with this story, I am so annoyed. The whole story is so annoying. It's like if I should go and meet the man and I'll go and knock him and knock sense into his head and ask him, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You saw this woman and you took her to the altar and you married her, and all of a sudden you lost the flame of love you have for her. Like, amen, okay. Una dey smoke igbo. Una dey smoke igbo. I'm a Nigerian man, una tired person. Una tired person. Wetin woman no go see because they ain't married man. God have mercy.